A seemingly ordinary evening in early April 2024 quickly turned into the most horrifying nightmare that the family, friends, and the entire city of Milwaukee had ever witnessed. Sade Robinson, a 19-year-old college student, was getting ready for her first date with a man she had only recently met. She was excited, glowing, full of hope. It was April 1st. No one could have imagined it would also be the last day of her life. The next morning, on April 2nd, Sade was reported missing. Not long after, a shocking discovery left the entire city in stunned silence. A severed human leg, with its pink nail polish still perfectly intact, was found in a park near Lake Michigan. Preliminary DNA testing confirmed it belonged to Sade Robinson. From that moment on, the case was no longer just a missing person. It had become one of the most brutal and haunting murder cases in modern Wisconsin history. Over the following days, more body parts were gradually discovered, each time in a different location. On April 18th, a portion of the torso and an arm were found on the shores of Lake Michigan. It wasn't until May that another arm washed up on the shore in Waukegan, Illinois, nearly 100 kilometers from where Sade had gone missing. All remains were confirmed to belong to her. On April 4th, just 2 days after Sade was reported missing, 33-year-old Maxwell Anderson was taken into custody. He was the last person seen with Sade. They had dinner at a seafood restaurant, a place where Anderson had once worked. It was their first date and the last time Sade was seen alive. Maxwell Anderson was far from an ordinary man. He had a deeply troubled past: domestic violence, drunk driving, disorderly conduct. And when police searched his home, they found blood spattered on the walls and a makeshift sex dungeon in the basement. Though the blood didn't belong to Sade, it sent chills down many spines, because if it wasn't hers, then whose was it? On April 12th, Anderson was officially charged with first-degree murder, dismemberment, and arson in an attempt to cover up his crime. The motive for the murder, even to this day, remains a mystery. No clear reason has ever been given. On June 6, 2025, after a trial that lasted several days, the jury took less than an hour to reach a verdict. Maxwell Anderson was found guilty on all charges. The assistant district attorney described the case as the highest level of violence imaginable, and he wasn't exaggerating. The community refused to stay silent. A cleansing event was held right on the lawn in front of Maxwell Anderson's house. They transformed what was once a crime scene into a memorial filled with balloons, flowers, stuffed animals, and candles, all in honor of Sade. Even Maxwell Anderson's own father expressed his apologies and deep sympathy to the victim's family. By September 2024, a large mural of Sade was painted on a wall near Pizza Shuttle, the restaurant where she used to work part-time. The image of the young woman with a radiant smile has become a symbol of loss, but also one of the strongest calls for justice. Sade Robinson is gone, but her voice, her story, and the pain her family has endured will not be forgotten.